Hello, this is my Ibanez Iceman guitar. It's a little poorly at the moment and the strings have been on there for quite a while, and I think it's about time we gave it a good clean and change those strings. So what I'd like to do is go through all what I'm going to do. Right, I've got some new strings, I've got some cleaning stuff, and I've got my little guitar string turny thing. First of all, I'm going to unwind the strings from here a bit before I put the turner. So that fits on there. And basically, it just speeds things up really. What I can do is just easily get these strings off. They have been on here, as I say, for quite a while, and it's about time that they came off. So there comes the low E, that's the first fella, and let's speed this up and we'll come back when all these fellas are off. Incidentally, what I'm doing is I'm taking this string and I'm cutting it about that far down. The reason is because this threads through the back of the guitar, and this could quite easily scratch the guitar. So I'm just cutting that bit off. And then if I bring the guitar around here, I don't know whether you can see this, so you can see the string bit pops out of the back here. That way then I'm not going to get anything scratching the back of the guitar. Right, now I've got all the strings off my guitar, it's a good opportunity to give it a good clean over. And what I've got some fretboard cleaner here, and I've got some polish as well to get in between the pickups. This is always a problem area, just below the bridge there, dust forms, so I'm going to give it a good clean over and then I'll come back. And off we go. Right, the gauge of strings I like are quite light, so I'm going for between a 38 up to an 8. Don't know whether you can see that, but I'm starting with the 8, which is the high E string, and these strings have like a little bobble on the end there, and what you do is you pass it through the back of the guitar. There's I don't know whether you can see that, I'm just going to bring this into the view of the camera. There's some little holes there, they just poke through there and go across. So we'll get the first one in now. Right, first string's through. I'm going to take it all the way through until that little metal ring just attaches, making sure, I'm not too worried at the moment, that it goes across the bridge. And into this first if you have a look at the tuners, I'm taking it through to the first one there. Obviously different guitars are different way of the layout of the tuners. Right, remembering that it's got to go across the nut here. This is the nut of the guitar. This normally like cream colour, but in this Ibanez they're black. Everything on Ibanez is black. Right, so I'm going to just nip that and turn it. Use some pliers just to bend it slightly. I'll take that round. Take it round a couple of times, especially with the top E string. And then I'm going to start tightening it up. Use my little turner. I'm actually on to the third string now, and I'm pulling this one through. I'm making sure, I don't know if you can see that, I'm going over this part of the bridge here, all the way up to the machine heads, then through at the top. Right, I'll start tightening it up, and like I say, what I do when I get to that bit, I'll just snip that final bit off, just to tidy it up. Just bring that down there so you can see what I'm doing. Oops. There. Just that last one. Just I hope you can see what I'm doing. Right, there, we're just going to snip off the last one now. All 6 strings are on. Now that we've got our new strings on our guitar, it's now time to tune it. So what I've done is I've used my amp. You can use apps, if you've got a keyboard or whatever, to get the first note. So I've got my E. I'm going to go down the 5th fret and match it off and get my A. Interesting sound. I've already had one string snap, but there. There we go, new strings. See you soon.